it's the start of the second season of everybody's game of strategy, knowledge, and fun. It's Tic-Tac-Toe. And now, here's your host, Wing Martindale.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hey, welcome. Thank you so much. Welcome, everybody, to Tic-Tac-Toe. Let's meet our two players who are currently embroiled in a very hot match. Here they are. Jay, if you introduce, please.
You bet, Wink. Our current champion, whose winnings to date in cash and prizes total $4,350, is from Phoenix, Arizona, and who's about to start a new career in real estate. Meet Phyllis Padula. And her opponent, he's a commander in the Los Angeles Police Department. He enjoys jogging and all forms of physical fitness. Meet Ken Hickman.
Hey, a couple of real attractive people. Phyllis, welcome back.
Thank you.
Our current champion with $4,350 and a lady who's just getting into a new field of endeavor, right? You
Right.
are going to sell real estate.
Hopefully, yes.
Here in Southern California?
No, in Arizona, Phoenix.
In Arizona. But you're originally from New York, aren't you?
Right.
Yeah. What brought you out here?
The warm weather, mainly.
And the real estate market.
Yeah, right.
Much hotter out here.
Yeah, really.
Phyllis, good luck on this
Thank
show.
you.
Ken, you got a smile for us. This guy, ladies, look at this. Now, he's married, just married for a couple of weeks. Look, is that gorgeous? Huh? Look at that. Huh? 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 Lady? Huh? Ken, did I embarrass you by doing that?
A little bit, but I like it.
Yeah? You want to do it again, Ken?
Maybe later.
Okay. Here are the categories we're going to be dealing with in this game of tic-tac-toe. Take a look. Phyllis and Ken, as we get back to art, comic strips, potluck pictures, U.S. cities, boxing, clothes styles, Indians, female singers, and famous doctors. You'll remember on the last show, the game was interrupted. Here's what the board looked like as far as X's and O's are concerned, and that's where it stops. One X on the board. Phyllis had answered one right and missed one. Ken had missed two. So let's take a look at the $200 up there. That's where we begin. And Phyllis, we turn to you for your first selection. Champion goes first.
Okay, I'll try famous doctors.
Famous doctors it is. And here's your question. This Greek physician is called the father of medicine, Phyllis, because of principles he set forth over 2,000 years ago. The modern medical oath is named after him. Name him.
Hippocrates.
Right. Hippocrates is the answer. Good for a second X. Let's move the categories around. Put another $200 in the pot. That takes it up to $400. And Ken, you're still looking for that number 10.
Well, I'll go with clothes styles to block.
All right, for a block. Ken, an article of apparel known as a boater was often worn by such film stars as Buster Keaton and Maurice Chevalier. For a block, tell me, what is a boater?
Straw hat?
Yes, that's right, a straw hat. Very good for a block. We've got $200 in the pot, and let's shuffle the categories around. 6 boxes remain on the board, all lined up in a row. Phyllis, what would you like?
I'll take potluck picks.
Okay, he cut her off last time. Let's see what's going to happen now with potluck pictures. Take a look at this picture, Phyllis, and I'll ask you a question about it. I want you to name the Disney movie that starred Mickey in this famous role.
Fantasia?
Yes, that's right, Fantasia. Mickey's role was that of the Sorcerer's Apprentice. Let's move the categories around. 3 X's, 1 O on the board. As we shuffle, we have $800 as we turn back to you, Kenny.
Well, I have no choice. Female singers to block.
All right, female singers for a block. Answer this, you'll block her again. After splitting up with her singing husband, this performer starred in her own television show, Ken, and recorded the hit records Half-Breed and Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves. For a block, name her.
Cher?
Yes, good for a block. So let's move the categories around again. $1,000 in the pot. 4 boxes up there. Phyllis, what would you like?
I'll take female singers.
Female singers in the center, okay. He took that one, did well with it. You take it, but it's in the all-important center box this time, and it's worth $300, and I'll give you a little extra time because it's a harder question. This performer began her career as the lead singer with the Supremes and later was nominated for an Academy Award in her first feature film. Phyllis, I want you to name her and then name the film. Think about that. Phyllis, you're going for that center box worth $300 to the pot. Lead singer of the Supremes. Who was she?
Diana Ross.
That's right. And she was later nominated for an Academy Award in her first feature film. What was that?
Lady Sings the Blues.
Right. We got that center box. So we put an X there. And another $300 in the pot. $1,300 in the pot. Now, there are 3 boxes remaining, Ken. Let's see what's going to show up. What subjects do we find as we shuffle? 3 subjects on the board: boxing, potluck pictures, and female singers. What's your pleasure?
I'll try boxing in the corner to block.
Boxing top left, going for a block. Answer this, you'll block her, Phyllis. Ken, only 2 men in the history of boxing have ever lost and regained the heavyweight championship. To block Phyllis, name one of them.
Muhammad Ali.
Right, the other Floyd Patterson, good for a block. We're going to take a break now for a commercial or 2, and then we'll be right back to continue Tic-Tac-Toe. Piece of business to get out of the way. I want to remind you, you've defeated 1 opponent so far. Defeat 4 more for a total of that many, and you'll win this.
It's a brand new car! An all-new Buick Skylark!
Got a good game going. We have 2 boxes remaining. Phyllis, let's see what subjects are going to come up in those boxes as we shuffle them around with $1,500 in the pot. Indians and U.S. cities. Phyllis, what would you like?
U.S. cities to win.
If you answer the question on U.S. cities, you will have a win. You'll add $1,700 to your total, which would then bring your grand total to $6,050 in cash and prizes. Phyllis, for tic-tac-toe and to continue as our champion, the only large seaport in the state of Alabama is located on the bay leading into the Gulf of Mexico. For $6,050, name the city.
I can't think of it.
Audience. Mobile. Several said Mobile, Alabama. Ken, saved by the state and the city of Mobile, Alabama. And so you're very much alive. Now, 2 boxes remaining. Still $1,500 in the pot. Ken, let's see what subjects come up on the board this time. What's it going to be as we shuffle? We see on the board female singers and boxing. Ken, what's it going to be?
Boxing to win.
If you answer the question on boxing, you will have a win. You'll become our new champion on tic-tac-toe, dethroning Phyllis, and you would have $1,700 in cash. Ken, for tic-tac-toe, Muhammad Ali became the heavyweight boxing champion of the world in 1964 when he scored a stunning upset over a fighter named Sonny. For $1,700 in the championship, give me the fighter's last name.
Liston.
Yes, for tic-tac-toe. Ken, I got to tell you, I've hosted Tic-Tac-Toe for quite a while now. As you know, we're in our 2nd season, and there haven't been too many champions come back after missing the first 2 questions of a game and then end up winning to become our new champion, and you did it. How you feel about that?
I'd rather walk into a bank robbery in progress than to go through that again.
Well said, Ken. Well said by a commander on the LAPD. Congratulations. $1,700 in our championship now belongs to you. Phyllis, doggone it, you're not going to leave empty-handed because you've won a nice, tidy sum and a very nice trip. Also, you are going to get into the real estate market. Who knows, maybe we'll meet you looking for a house one of these days. $4,350 in cash and merchandise. Say goodbye to Phyllis, a delightful champion. Okay, Kim, come on over. I don't know whether I should shake his hand or salute him, so I'll do both, all right? Ken, again, congratulations
Thank
to
you
you.
very much.
Behind the numbers on this all-important board are various amounts of loot and a dragon. All you have to do is reach $1,000 or more, and here's what else you can win. Listen to Jay Stewart.
Ken, it's Tic-Tac-Toe's On the Go package. First, enjoy your favorite music while you're on the go with this car stereo from Grundig Auto Sound. AM/FM stereo with auto reverse cassette tape and GR elect speaker system. Automatic eject when switched off from Grundig Auto Sound. And your car will be safe and sound with the security system. The Clifford electronic car lock system for totally integrated security. The tiny computer controls the air horn, alarm, vibrator, and hood lock from Clifford. And next, save your energy with this garage door opener. It'll open your garage door and turn on the lights for the comfort and convenience of your car. An automatic garage door opener, dependably designed and built from Chamberlain, the world's largest manufacturer of garage door openers. And finally, Ken, to keep you on the go, Tic-Tac-Toe will be filling your tank with 500 gallons of gas. Ken, this on-the-go package is worth, in cash and prizes, over $3,000.
get two different kinds of reactions from the audience. First, the security system. You think you need that, Mr. Policeman?
In this city, yes, absolutely.
You can never be too safe,
That's
right?
right.
And 500 gallons of gasoline?
I can use
May I
it.
be your friend?
Yes.
Okay, avoid the dragon, of course, or you lose everything. Get the tick and the tack. You know that automatically means you get the dose. Let's cover everything up on the board, move them all around. And, Commander, it is up to you, sir. Which number would you like to begin with?
Number 2.
Okay, little deuce, top center. What's behind number 2 for this newlywed gentleman here, huh? $300. $300 is yours. Next call could be the dragon. Let's go out here now and see if we can find a lovely wife. What's her name?
Fran.
Fran, what do you think you ought to pick, darling? She says, what'd she say, 8 or 9?
9. Fran says 9, and it's going to be 9.
But you originally said 8. You want to stick with 8 or you want to go
I
with...
thought she said 8, but she said 9. I just can't count.
Are you always going to mind her like that?
Well, as long as it pays off.
All right, let's see if it pays off, all right? Everybody, glue your eyes to the board, and let's look behind numero 9. Is it a win? Oh, can you believe it? Commander, I would strongly suggest that before we start the next game, you go out there and do whatever you want to her right now. No, come back, come back, come back. Never get a policeman mad at you, honey. You know that. However, she's still lovely, isn't she?
Oh, she's gorgeous.
Looks as pretty as ever, even though she said take the 9. Well, let's look at the rest of the numbers on the board. Let's see, for example, what was going to be behind number 8. It was going to be tick. You add that to the center, and you got an automatic win. You'd have gotten the security system. That's all important. And the gallons of gas, 500 gallons of gas, you lost out. However, if you win another game, you can come back on this show and perhaps win the gasoline and all those other nice prizes. You do still have what you won in that game in which you defeated the champion. You have $1,700 in cash, and you're ready to do it again. Are you ready?
You bet.
All right, get over there and let's get underway. All right, Jay, who's next?
Coming up now, a housewife and mother who is married to an officer in the Marine Corps and whose hobby is needlecraft. Meet Barbara Vogt.
And Barbara, like Jay, I would like to welcome you to our show officially.
Thank you.
Nice to see you. Your husband is a Marine officer. What rank does he hold?
Yes, he was just promoted to Lieutenant Colonel.
Well, congratulations. I understand you like to do needlecraft. Tell me about that.
Right. I like to do canted cross-stitch, Wink, and it's, well, it looks a lot like needlepoint, but it's a little more delicate, and I really enjoy doing it, and so does my husband.
Your husband does what?
He does needlework.
You mean to tell me, as I stand here and look at you, that that big, tough Marine lieutenant colonel like your husband does that, what do you call it, counted cross-stitch?
Right, right. So does Rosie Greer.
That's right, so that makes it okay. Listen, if you think I'm going to say anything about that big Marine doing cross-stitch, no way, no. By the way, is he in the audience?
No, he couldn't come. He had to get some flight time in.
In that case, I'll tell you, that's really silly, your husband doing that. That's really... We'll be right back, right after we take this commercial break. Eyes on the board here. Let's take a look and see what subjects you're going to be dealing with. You're going to be answering questions about general science, funny ladies, television westerns, famous sights, fairy tales, Civil War, Toms and Tims, plain talk, and biographies. Ken, select, please.
Well, let's try general science in the upper left-hand corner.
Okay, general science is the subject. Here's the question. What name is given to the glass object which takes a beam of white light and separates it into the colors of the rainbow?
A prism?
Yes. Got a first X on the board, just like that. Let's move the categories around. One X on the board and $200 goes into our till. Barbara.
Well, I guess since my husband's a pilot, I'll try plain talk.
All right. Of course, that puts the pressure on you, right?
Yeah.
He's not going to forgive you. You missed this one. Barbara, for that center box worth $300, it is a bit harder. Though airlines in America are independently owned, Barbara, many foreign governments have national airlines. First, name the airline controlled by the Italian government. And then 2, name the airline controlled by the Israeli government. Here's your extra time. Barbara, name the airline controlled by the Italian government.
Alitalia?
That's right. And to complete the question and answer, name the airline controlled by the Israeli government.
El Al Israel.
Right. Very good. So we put a big O up there in the center box, $300 per pop, and let's shuffle them all around. Categories take different positions on the board for Ken.
Well, let's try general science again down in the bottom right.
General science. I got a feeling we got a hot game underway between 2 good tic-tac-toe players. Ken, The chemical symbol Mg is used to designate this light metal which is used in such products as skis, automobile wheels, and as a medicinal salt. Name the metal.
I can't.
Magnesium. Magnesium. Let's shuffle the categories again and go back to Barbara, see how she handles her second shot. $500 in the pot. Barbara?
Well, let's try plain talk again.
Okay, plain talk. Second time for you, Barbara. Let's see if you can be as successful this time. Heathrow Airport is one of the world's 5 busiest and handles over 22 million passengers a year. Name the European city which Heathrow serves.
London.
Yes, good old jolly London, England. Another O, second one on the board. Let's shuffle the categories. 200 added to the pot takes it to $700. Ken?
I'll take the Civil War to block.
For a block, Civil War. Answer this, you'll block Barbara. After serving as a volunteer nurse during the Civil War, Ken, Clara Barton founded this benevolent organization which assists people during times of disaster. To block Barbara, name it.
The Red Cross?
Yes, the American Red Cross. Good for a block. Let's shuffle again. Put an X there and 200 to the pot. Barbara, we're up to $900.
Well, I'll try fairy tales in the upper middle.
Fairy tales, upper center. For this answer, you will have it. This long-haired fairy tale character was imprisoned in a tower with no doors. The only way to enter the tower was by using her hair as a ladder. Name her.
Rapunzel.
Yes. Got another O up there. Playing a hot game. Let's put an X there and move the categories around. $1,100 in the pot. 4 subjects on the board. Ken, what's your pleasure?
Toms and Tims to block.
Toms and Tims, again, going for a block of Barbara. In 1976, this television journalist named Tom became host of the popular morning program called The Today Show. To block Barbara, name him.
Tom Snyder?
No, Tom Brokaw.
Oh.
Tom Brokaw of The Today Show. So, we're going to move the categories around again. Maybe it'll be the last time, maybe not. Let's find out as we turn to Barbara. $1,100 in the pot. Barbara, what do you like?
Well, I'm going to have to try general science to win.
General science to win. Answer, Barbara, you'll pick up $1,300 and you'll dethrone Ken as our champion on tic-tac-toe. Here's your question. This atmospheric substance, which is a form of oxygen, filters out the sun's harmful rays. Some scientists believe it's being destroyed by aerosol sprays. For $1,300 in the championship, name this substance.
Nitrogen.
No, ozone.
Ozone.
They say too much of it's getting into the atmosphere. Saved by the atmosphere, or ozone, Ken. All right, we still have 4 subjects remaining on the board. Let's see what comes up for Ken. Let's move them all around. $1,100 remaining in the pot. Ken, see if you can add to it.
TV Westerns to block.
Television Westerns for a block. Another chance, Ken. Before starring in the series Hawaii Five-0, this performer played the title role of Stony Burke, a professional rodeo rider who tries to become the best in the world. For a block, name him.
Jack Lord.
Yes, good for a block. So you block Barbara with that as we put an X there. 3 subjects remain on the board for you, Barbara. Let's shuffle and see what those subjects are. $1,300 in the pot. General science, funny ladies, and plain talk. Barbara?
Well, since I've had good luck with plain talk, I'll take plain talk.
Okay, plain talk once again. Here's your question. The world's oldest commercial airline, which began scheduled service in May of 1920, is represented by the initials KLM. Name the country which operates KLM.
Holland.
Yes, the Netherlands or Holland. Good for another X on the board. Another $200 in the pot. 2 subjects remain. Let's shuffle and see what those subjects are. Ken, you can choose from Civil War or General Science.
I'll take the Civil War.
Civil War is the category he's going to go for, and it's your question to block Barbara. In 1859, Ken, this abolitionist led a raid on Harper's Ferry, Virginia, in an attempt to start a slave uprising. For a block, name him.
John Brown?
Yes, good for a block. So we put an X there. $1,700 in the pot now, and 1 subject remaining on the board. 1 block remaining. Let's see what subject comes up. As we shuffle, we find plain talk. Barbara, that seems to be your favorite subject, right? So you would obviously like plain talk.
Right.
I'm not wrong in assuming that, right?
No, you're right.
Barbara, if you answer this question correctly, we will have a tie game, which means we'll start with 9 new categories, and the pot will continue to grow and grow. Barbara, for a tie. The central offices of both Eastern and National Airlines are located in this southern state. For a tie game, name it.
Florida.
Yes, we have a tie game. So congratulations to you both. $1,700 in the pot. And of course, as I said, we'll start a new game with 9 new categories. And by the way, Barbara, as perhaps you know, should you lose this tie series, God forbid, then you'll get $250 for each of the tie games, okay?
I'll take it.
All right, we're going to take a look now at 9 new categories on the board and get a new game underway. Here they are. Opera, country music, cars, Great Britain, symbols, one-word titles, the 70s, spelling, and nicknames. Those are the categories. We're going to take a commercial break, and then we'll continue with more of Tic Tac Toe. Tic Tac Toe. Wink, Martindale. Bye-bye.
It's about strategy.
When the timing's right, you strike.
It's about psychology.
I'm trying to figure her out right now.
It's about reading your competitors to see who is too greedy
Gimme.
and who's just greedy enough. I'm Corbin Burnson, inviting you to watch my new show, How Much Is Enough?
How Much Is Enough, premiering tonight at 9/8 Central on GSN.
Hollywood, it's the start of the second season of everybody's game of strategy, knowledge, and fun. It's Tic-Tac-Toe. And now, here's our host, Wink Martindale.
How do you do? Thank you. Thank you very much.